Welcome back. The Trump administration's crackdown continues in New Orleans this morning. DHS is touting dozens of arrests there as part of its so-called Catahoula Crunch operation, with about 250 federal border agents now on the ground, and their goal is 5,000 arrests in this city. Some local residents are now pushing back, finding new ways to alert their neighbors when federal agents are in the area. And MS Now reporter Alex Tabbitt's driving around the New Orleans area with a minister and her grandmother. Alex, tell us more about your ride along this morning with the Reverend.
Well, Anna, we're in the back of Reverend Jane's car right now. She's on patrol trying to keep her community safe. The way that it works is that she's in a Facebook group, she's in a WhatsApp group, and she'll be told of eyewitness reports that there's ICE or DHS in the area. Then she'll go with her car to that area, be on the lookout for cars that look like they might belong to DHS or Border Patrol. Those are cars with tinted windows, usually large Suburbans with out-of-state plates. Then she'll take pictures of their license plate and feed all that information back into those Facebook group and WhatsApp groups so that the community can know to shelter in place if they need to, but also so that DHS and Border Patrol can know that they're being watched. And then the game of cat and mouse begins, where the DHS or Border Patrol agents start to drive away and she starts to trail them, and so on and so on. Now, we're actually with Reverend Jane right now. Reverend Jane, you're a grandmother of 4, you're also a Unitarian minister. Tell us how your faith informs what you're doing here today.
I truly believe in my heart of hearts that God is love, and love is action. And my faith is deeply rooted in the belief that we are all children of the same great holy power, and the heart of that is love. And my faith calls me right now to care for my neighbors as I care for myself. So I want to keep my neighbors safe. And I do that by putting love into action, by driving around and documenting legally what is happening in my city right now.
Reverend Jane, thank you so much. And she tells me this is the 4th time that she's been out on patrol this week, and she does not plan to stop until Border Patrol and ICE are out of her community. Anna.
Guess it's the new version of if you see something, say something. Alex Tabbitt, thanks so much. And thanks to Reverend Jane for participating with this interview. And for more on this, we're joined by immigration attorney Allen Orr. Allen, what's your reaction to what we just saw happening there in New Orleans?
I think that's the way forward. Right now, Congress isn't doing anything on immigration. We don't see the executive branch pulling back on this assault on immigrants, and the courts take a long time. So now we see communities standing up saying, we do want enforcement, but this is not the type of enforcement that we want. So I think it is the appropriate action for a citizen.
Along those similar lines, we've seen new apps develop for people to kind of warn community members of ICE activity. And the developer of one of these apps, called ICE Block, which allows users to alert people when they see ICE agents, is now suing the Trump administration, alleging it forced Apple to remove the app. Attorney General Pam Bondi has said it put ICE officers at risk. I want you to listen to this app developer last night on Rachel Maddow.
When we see the government doing something wrong, it is our duty as citizens to hold them accountable. And that's exactly what we're doing here.
That app maker argues the government has violated the First Amendment. How do you see this case?
So as a lawyer, I see it the exact same way. And we already know that there are apps that exist that alert individuals when cops are present in different places. So the concern that ICE is making isn't a good one. And if ICE is concerned about the trouble that they're causing, then maybe they should reevaluate the enforcement measures that they're taking.
Here in New York City, incoming Mayor Zohran Mamdani just released a video explaining people's rights when dealing with immigration agents. I want to play part of that.
If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or a private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask, "Am I free to go?" repeatedly until they answer you.
Alan, this is your area of expertise. What else do you want people to know about their rights if stopped by ICE agents?
I think that's the appropriate format. And the main format is to not hamper them in the enforcement of law, to actually record everything. What we have found right now, this administration, specifically in immigration, and we've also seen in healthcare, this administration is good at breaking everything. but they don't have anything to replace it with or anything to repair the system that's in place right now. They're just causing harm. So know your rights, number one. Download the red card, which is available for everybody in almost 26 languages so that you have the appropriate language. Remain quiet and ask if you can leave if you're being detained. If you are an observer, record everything, because that's going to be the path forward in court.
Allen Orr, thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate the conversation.